Good evening. This is Damian Pierre Carter on Facebook, Damian Carter on YouTube, and Supermodel Swagger on Instagram. Um, I'm in my bathroom right now, getting ready for relaxation, watch a little TV, drink a little wine, chill out. And I was just sitting here standing in front of my mirror, thinking about a lot of things that transpired today. And I was just thinking, how many times have all of us looked at ourselves when we first wake up in the mirror and just look at ourselves and be like, should I be him today? Should I be her today? Do you know what I mean when I say that? It's like you are yourself, but you are the identity that the system outside your home sees. And even though you are essentially yourself, you are becoming that caricature of yourself that only people whom assume you're doing well will see. Now, I walked out of my house today doing just that. I was him. I was that Damien to indicate to the world that I was okay. But I also, in order to be him, I had to put my own personal stuff on the back burner to make sure that no one had any indication that I was not doing okay. Now, I'm not saying that I'm doing poorly or doing badly, but sometimes in life, I was just having this random moment of clarity where even the most competent, confident, conscious people of whatever is going on in their lives don't feel like being them. Like right now, it's just like, I don't feel like being him. I feel like being that high school kid where I'm chilling on the couch with my moms and we're watching movies that she rented from the video store back in the 90s. Or if we're just out and about chilling, hanging out, and she lives in LA now and we can just go to the Beverly Center and just chill. Even though we're not shopping, we're just out, just window shopping and just doing us. And I'm the little kid with the nickname that she gave me growing up. And then it's okay in the world. It's just like I'm feeling that right now. I don't feel like being him. And I think it's because being him involves dealing with the responsibilities and the stresses and the demands that come with being him. And I'm feeling those a lot right now. And I'm sure those of you who understand this, let me give you an example. There was a movie that came out a couple of years ago with Michelle Williams, My Week with Marilyn Monroe. And she played Marilyn Monroe as she was filming a movie in England. And during one random scene, they were on tour. They were going on a private tour of some of the local areas in England. She came across a school of high school boys. And they all wanted her autograph. They all wanted to just be near her, see her, take pictures of her. And she's like, shall I be her? And then recently, that whole phenomenon from Viola Davis on How to Get Away with Murder, when she took off her wig and her makeup and her eyelashes and she just stopped being her. And she just started to be essentially the organic human that she is. Because for that moment in time, she didn't have to be her. And I guess for right now, I don't feel like being him. I don't feel like being the dude that everybody is so looking to see, this character of being the supermodel or being this or being that or being the outspoken reading for filth motherfucker that will put you in your place and set you on fire and read you from Genesis to Revelations. You get tired of just being him. I just want to kick back with my Janet Jackson music and my pajamas and my sweats and my hoodie and my baseball cap and just eat a steak and cheese and just watch movies and just be. I don't get that privilege a lot these days because of the demands that come with being him. But trust and believe, I'm working toward changing that. And I guess that's the whole aspect of this being him and being the disconnect between being yourself and being that role that you have to be in order to function that I'm feeling right now. They're clashing. And it's just like, what happened to him? And how come he is not me? Or where did the two meet and where did the two extremes separate? And that's been heavy on my mind since I got home this evening. In fact, it's been heavy on my mind all evening. I had a great day, a great start to my day, but when I left home the second time around, things were a little different. Some negative energy was thrown my way, and I think that kind of clouded my space, and I wasn't able to necessarily keep that positive energy going. And I think it made me start to think about everything that it takes to step out that door and be him. How many of y'all how many of y'all take a moment and stop and look at yourselves and say, okay, it's time to be him. It's time to be her. Maybe some of you don't have to worry about doing that. You have a strong sense of self. I applaud you. But for those of us that are a work in progress, it takes us a little longer. It takes us a little more time to acclimate ourselves to being those identities that sometimes take a little more work than being just being. Maybe I'm just rambling on in the middle of a Wednesday night. Maybe I'm just being a little too deep for some people, but I hope this moment in time helps one of you. That's my second real talk for today, Wednesday, January the 28th of 2015. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, be fierce, be fabulous, and be inspired. But most of all, most importantly, be yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself, respect yourself, give honor to yourself, and give praise to him. Okay? Have a good night. I love you. If no one else said that I love you today, know that I do. Have a good night, and I'll see you on the runway.